Okay, I was just going to say something while you're getting everything you need about the New York courts. New court filings by Mueller and federal prosecutors in New York City showed two things.
Right.
It showed no Russia collusion, and it also showed evidence that Hillary Clinton and the DNC broke campaign finance laws by failure to report that they paid for the Fusion GPS for the operation research that was used by the FBI to get a FISA warrant from a secret court of spy on Trump campaign.
Dang, where did you get this from, girl? Oh my God. So, they did not file?
They did not file with the FEC. See, okay, and I know we got a lot of stuff to
cover right
so
quick.
Can I just break that one
break
point
it down,
real
break
quick?
it down, girl.
Okay, so with Hillary Clinton, okay, paying for the paying for the
Fusion
GPS for the Dossier. Okay, where was that money allocated to on the FEC? Where was it shown at on the FEC? All right, but let me tell you how clever Hillary Clinton and the DNC are. They hired Perkins, that law firm. Remember?
I remember the law firm Perkins.
They hired the law firm Perkins, and Perkins is the one that hired Fusion GPS. Okay. So the money, all right, that Hillary paid Perkins, was that a contribution to her campaign?
Ooh.
Well, don't get me started.
Don't get us started. Well, okay. Well, I was looking at the whole scenario. Now they're going to give Michael Cohen a substantial amount of time, saying that he deserved it for what the alleged crimes that he committed. Right. Okay. But then they are saying on the very fake news that this implicates the president of the United States. And I'm like, what do you mean this implicates the president of the United States? Now keep in mind, as a lawyer, okay, as a lawyer, Cohen's job for president or for then Donald Trump was to represent and advise on civil and criminal cases. Okay. That's what an attorney job
That's what his job was to do.
Okay. So they're trying to say that this porn star being paid off was the attorney's, was Trump's idea. Let me go back. They're trying to say that this porn star, which was really not a porn, it's not the really porn star that's in question, it's this other lady that's in question.
Okay.
But they're trying to say that these women that were paid off, okay?
Oh, you keeping that nice. Go ahead.
These women that were paid off, they're trying to say that this was Trump ideas and not Michael Cohen's idea.
To pay them off.
Right, I beg to differ.
Okay, so.
Because, wait a minute. If the president hires you as an attorney, your job is to be an attorney, not go behind his back to make backdoor deals that the president knows nothing about. And when it comes to paying this porn star, these porn stars or these women,
right?
Michael Cohen is supposed to know the law.
The law. He's supposed to know
because
the law.
If that be the case, why did the president or then Donald Trump hire an attorney?
That's right.
Okay? An attorney.
Right.
Now, here's what I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
You want to say that the president is a president, being that he was a private citizen.
That's right.
He can use his money the way he wants to.
He was a billionaire.
That he broke some campaign finance law. Now, as a private citizen, I thought when you make your money, you could do whatever you want with your money. You can buy your money. You can buy what you want to buy. You got what I'm talking about?
You can do what you want to do. It's supposed to be your money after you pay.
But what I don't understand is that we have people in Congress that represents the American people. And Congress have a slush fund where they paying money hand over fist to pay off alleged people that's been abused, that's sexually assaulted. Nobody is saying
people within the Congress.
Within the Congress. So how is it that you want to hold Donald Trump, who was a private citizen, at this level for something that happened before he became president? But all of these people that's in Congress and this slush fund, which is our tax dollars, is being paid to pay off people that's been abused for sexual assault, misconduct, to hush, and ain't nobody looking at that.
So it brings me to this.
Come on, girl.
If Hillary Clinton and the DNC hired Perkins law firm to represent them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
just like President Trump hired Michael Cohen to represent him. Go ahead.
Who ordered the payment for the dossier? Need we say more?
Who did it?
Who did it?
Anywho, you would think it would be a crime. You would think it would be a crime as to what they're doing up there in Congress with this big slush fund.
Yes.
But here you are looking, and this is what, can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
And let me tell you why the fake news, and you got everybody following the fake news, and they keep saying implication, the word implication. They're trying to change the narrative because they already know that Mueller don't have absolutely unequivocally nothing. So what we're doing is we'll change the narrative, and make it look like that the president is being implicated on some BS that Michael Cohen did. Michael Cohen should have been the one that knew better.
That's right.
He is the attorney. And he's the president hired an attorney to know this stuff.
And he pleaded guilty.
That's right.
To multiple counts of business
and
tax fraud.
There you go.
Michael Cohen is the one that pleaded guilty to making excessive contribution to the Trump campaign and making false statements to Congress regarding unsuccessful efforts to build a Trump Tower in Moscow. That's what Michael Cohen did.
That's just like I was telling you all last week.
Yes.
Whenever you are a millionaire or a billionaire or you become famous, and you have a team of people around you, you expect people to do what they're paid to do.
That's
not
right.
go outside of the scope and do what they want to do.
Right.
And then once their hand get caught in the cookie jar, they expect the person that they work for to bail them out, and that person don't even know what the heck is going on.
And Donald Trump paid a retainer fee every month to Cohen.
That's right.
Right.
There you go.
Well, Hillary Clinton paid a retainer fee to Perkins.
That's right. So he can get the information that she needed. See, how is it okay for you to bash and disparage and accuse one?
Right.
But you ain't accusing the other one that did about the same thing.
The same thing. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, but she's okay.
But she's okay now. Yeah. Even though we got evidence of this, she's okay. But you don't have no evidence
of Trump. And they go back to the recording. They go back to the recording. I'm sorry, that recording don't represent anything. It don't mention anything about a porn star being paid. It don't mention anything about somebody that the president, then Donald Trump slept with in his past being paid. And can I just say this here? Why is it that these people are not being charged with exploiting the president?
That's right.
I look at this some undercover blackmail.
Yep.
Why are you, because he is going to become the most powerful man in the world,
that's right,
you coming out and saying, well, you remember when you slept with me? I don't want this story. You don't want this story to get out, so you have to pay me.
That
sounds like some blackmail.
That's right.
I see some people that need to go down for extortion.
Especially after a contract's been signed, money's already been paid for you to sleep on your back for the contract, and then you want to turn around and go back on that?
There you go.
Get more money for it?
I just think the whole thing, you all, is shenanigans. Can I just say one thing?
Go ahead.
Listen, another thing. Russia, I thought they were the ones that influenced this. Now you trying to make it look like that who influenced the election was porn stars being paid off. That's what influenced the election.
And they even wrote up that Cohen is the one that influenced the election.
Cohen wasn't even part of the campaign. He was not part of the campaign.
Okay. If that be the case, did Hillary Clinton influence the election?
That's right.
By paying Perkins, who in turn hired Fusion GPS, who in turn got the dossier, the fake dossier. Or did the FBI influence the election? Because they paid Christopher Steele money for the dossier.
And are you mad that her big influence and her spending almost $100 million in the election and she still lost? Are you mad about that? Is that what you're mad about?
Right.
And how can you say? This is what I don't understand.
Yeah.
You say Russians spent $100,000 on Facebook, and that's what influenced 60-some million people to vote for Trump. But then you got crooked Hillary, spent almost $100 million. Oh, but what about that?
No,
nobody said nothing about that. Who tried to influence what?
Yes,
because they the one went after a dossier to disparage, disrespect, and try to bring down Donald Trump before he even became president.
Not
They
to
the one
mention-
submitted these here dossiers
Come on.
to get a FISA warrant and all that kind of good stuff.
That's right.
They the one did that.
They the one did it.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
don't mean to get
And
upset. Forgive
yes,
me.
yes.
I don't mean to be loud. Cut your volume down.
Your volume
Because I'm a
down.
little ticked off
That's
about
right,
this
that's
tonight.
right. That's right. And what they did, the FBI, they went through a secret court.
Yeah.
A secret court.
Wouldn't even let the public know what was going on.
With this fake, phony dossier is what they did
what
to
they
get a
did.
FISA warrant, to be able to spy on the Trump campaign. That's what they did. That's the crime right there.
And the mere fact that they thought that payments paid to a porn star was to hush up that information so it would not influence the election. If that would have came out during the election, the president still would have won.
He still
Remember
would've
when
won.
y'all tried to take him down with that other comment? Grab him by the, you know what?
The wussy.
Remember that? That didn't take him down. Remember when you had that, what's that lady name? I can't stand her. Her and her daughter had these women coming out talking about all red. Had these women coming out about the president doing this, then Donald Trump doing that way back years ago. That didn't stick.
That didn't stick.
And then now you got this here right here.
Yeah.
And anybody can take and do whatever they want to with their money.
Yeah.
But what gets me is there should be laws put in place.
Yes.
That nobody has the right to come back and blackmail somebody because they're going to get a higher position. They're going to become more powerful in the United States and outside of the United States.
Right.
That is wrong.
Right.
And what I see is somebody should be arrested for even trying to blackmail then Donald Trump for this BS.
Right.
Because we still don't know if it's true.
That's right.
You have to understand if you are a millionaire or a billionaire how things go.
That's right.
Honey, let me tell you something. Somebody start running off at their mouth. The first thing they want to do is pay people and get them up. Just pay her something to get her away.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Instead of going to court because they don't want the back and forth of things.
That's right.
But sometimes maybe it's time to put a halt to that.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to court. Well, let's prove it.
Yes.
Because just because you took a picture with Donald Trump don't mean you slept with him.
That's right. Because she was walking around talking about she had an affair with him, but then all of a sudden she said, no, it was just for one night.
Well, that was a booty call.
That's what hoes do,
That's
baby.
what they do.
That's right. Now, can I just circle back around to the slush fund? People need to understand that our tax dollars
is paying for that.
Our tax money is the one that's funding this slush fund that Congress have to pay off individuals that are claiming to be sexually assaulted by members inside of Congress. Our tax dollars is paying for that, and they're keeping that hush-hush.
Right.
They're not telling us who these Congress people are.
But they want to talk about then Donald Trump and what happened in his past.
That's right.
And how we should know that.
All of this.
No, that ain't had nothing to do with my money.
Right.
That was with his money. So why y'all keep breaking that to the American people? I want to know what's happening with our tax dollars up there among Congress and this slush fund and everybody that they paying out. How about you talk about that? Investigate that. Do your thorough research and detailed investigation on that.
And even down to President Trump's tax return.
Yes.
I don't care what his tax
Who
returns
cares?
look like when he was a private citizen. I care about how he manages the money as the president of the United States.
Pay the bills, Mr. President.
That's right.
Pay the bills. Now, y'all have to forgive us for being all beside ourselves and just cut the volume down because you know Diamond and you all know how we roll.
After 19 months and millions of dollars wasted, all that has come out after everything is no Russia collusion. None whatsoever.
None.
The Mueller has been fishing, looking, snooping, sneaking, peeping, deep sea fishing, and turning over rocks trying to find a smoking gun. And the only thing he keep coming up with is a little toy gun.
No collusion.
No collusion.
None whatsoever.
Everything is outside of the scope of what he's supposed to be investigating.
And people have to understand that it was the with the Cohen deal. It was that's on a state level. That's on a state level. But it never would have went to a state level had Mueller and his camp not tipped him up. Well, here's what we know with this.
No, this was a tip that they sent over to the people that in New York. Because they all hung around together.
Each other,
They all know each other.
Right. Yeah. All of it is a waste of money.
All of
Everything
it is a waste of dog-owned money.
Right. Yeah. All of it is. All of it is. And listen, this is, and here's the deal. They keep talking about campaign finance laws was broken. I'm sorry, I don't see that. I think it's crazy, fake, fragile, and it's a shaky argument because the president could do whatever the hell he wants to with his money. So I don't know how that's going to stick.
Right.
But I'm just telling you all the narrative that they're trying to run in front of the American people.
Right.
So they don't want to tell you how good the economy is doing.
That's
how
right.
many jobs were created during the previous month. They don't want to tell you how unemployment is at an all-time low. They don't want to tell you that.
Right.
So they want to stay stuck
on this
here
that.
because they know if you hear something long enough, you will start to believe it. And
That's
somebody,
right.
don't write us. Stop listening to the fake news.
That's right. And if you cannot indict a sitting president, why is millions of dollars being wasted to investigate a sitting president?
That's right.
And you know who else I fought?
Who?
The damn Republicans.
I fought you too because you let this foolishness go on.
That's right.
For too long. 40-some million dollars wasted, and what do we have? Absolutely unequivocally nothing. But wasted money. Now imagine if you would have took that 40 million and add that to the pot so we can get the $5 billion we need for the wall.
To build a damn wall.
But you don't want to do no mess like that.
No, you don't. But you know what?
What, girl?
Maybe these Republicans that's sitting back on their high part will learn something. Because now that the Democrats have the House, okay, come January, their plans is to intimidate, interrogate, manipulate, stagnate, speculate, and investigate.
Oh.
And there is nothing about legislate in that.
So they are already geared up thanks to the anti-Trumper and the swamp Republicans to go after this sitting president for impeachment. But why aren't we impeaching some members of Congress that's been paying off their little cockapons? And the people that have accused them of sexual harassment or sexual misconduct. Don't nobody want to do that. Don't nobody want to talk about that.
And then you got the fake news want to spread all of these conspiracy theories. They want to talk about everybody else as being a conspiracy theorist, but they're taking and speculating without facts and making up some stuff and making conspiracy theories out as a narrative for people to listen to.
Well, here's some facts.
With some facts.
Cohen crimes happened long before Trump became the president. I want you all to understand that. And see, when some of these, we call them hoes, are paid off. Okay, prostitute, porn stars, whatever you want to call them. Trump was not the president. He was a private citizen that had a billionaire status with his own money. Period. You know? And so you have to understand, Trump refused to accept money from these lobbyists.
That's right.
But Hillary Clinton accepted millions in foreign money while running for president. Where even when she was under investigation. And even when she was a Secretary of State.
That's
kickback paddywhacks. The pay for play. And they did it with that doggone Clinton Foundation.
That's right.
Oh, everybody's silent about that. Don't nobody want to talk about that.
They don't want to talk about the $500,000 that Bill Clinton was paid for a speech from Russia, or the money that Hillary Clinton got from Russia but didn't pay taxes on it, or the 20% of the uranium that was sold over to Russia thanks under the Obama administration. Need to bring Obama in here too.
Don't nobody
want to talk about that. You know, I wish that my man Donald J. Trump would have fired the whole FBI whenever he took over office
and just got all new
fired
people.
All of those leftovers. Because what do you do to leftovers that's in the refrigerator?
Trash
You
them.
throw them out. You throw them the hell out. Real quick, according to sources, Fusion. I want people to understand how this got started real quick.
Go ahead, break it down.
Because a lot of people say, well, it was the Republicans that started it. Well, you're right.
Go ahead.
Fusion had been hired to get information on Trump during the primaries by a major Republican donor, billionaire Paul Singer. Okay. When Trump became the Republican nominee, the Clinton campaign and the Democrat Party began picking up the tab for the Fusion research. Okay. Fusion owner Glenn Simpson hired Steele, a Russia expert, to gather information from his sources in Russia.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me again, and I think we've said this before, if all of this here wasn't a setup, because why in the hell are you going through Russia to get anything on Trump when Trump don't live in Russia?
Because it was all a setup.
It
was all a setup.
President Trump don't live in Russia?
No, he don't. No, he don't.
He didn't have a business in
why
Russia.
You got to go to
why
Russia
you going to Russia unless this wasn't cleverly already a setup?
That's right.
Go ahead.
And if opposition research is legit as long as it's not offered by foreign government, then how was the FBI able to pay Christopher Steele to do opposition research?
Well, why is the FBI being political like that and biased based on the fact that they were even paying Christopher Steele to do opposition research? That's not no investigation. You pay somebody money. If you're going to investigate something, why wasn't the FBI doing it? Why would you pay Christopher Steele?
That's right.
For opposition research.
FBI. So
you just as biased too.
You just as biased and crooked. And the deal is, see, I keep bringing up the Hatch Act, 1939.
Come on.
The Hatch Act. If you look back at the Hatch Act, those government officials is not supposed to do anything based on political bias or view.
Does that also mean the FBI?
The FBI.
So then that means that the FBI committed a crime with the Hatch Act.
Exactly.
Because you're not supposed to be biased.
You're not supposed
you should have never hired Christopher Steele and paid him none of our tax dollars to do this foolishness.
That's right. And if they had somebody doing all this research on Donald Trump, then where's the evidence of Russia collusion?
That's right.
Why do it have to take 2 years to find it?
You should have found, if it was really Russia collusion, then y'all spy on them?
Yes.
You didn't see nothing then?
Yes. The Democrat House may try to impeach the president on campaign finance violation because of sexual matters before he was president.
Well, I wouldn't call it a sexual matter. I'm going to call it a matter, and here's why.
Okay.
Because we don't know if
we don't even know if she had sex.
Just because you see a picture with Donald Trump you taken, you don't know if that's true.
You don't even know if it was a sexual.
Listen, I'm telling you all, when you become famous, when you are a millionaire or a billionaire, women come out the woodwork and half of them be lying. Be lying, you all. Just to make money. Just to get money. Just to implicate somebody and create this story to embarrass somebody. And what millionaires and billionaires and famous people tend to do is just pay them to go away.
And be done with
Pay them to go away. If you go back to the tape of Michael Cohen, when he was taping and that should be against the damn law
That's
too.
Right.
He's a lawyer taping his client. The president should also get him for that too, because that's wrong. But when he was taping the president, remember, if you go back to that, the president was talking about something and he was like, that's all made up. It's all phony. It's all lies. So you got to remember the incoming that he received from people just wanting to make up lies, you all. And so what they do, listen, sometimes, and I know $100,000 may seem a lot to us, but if you are a billionaire, that don't seem like a lot of money. $1. Okay, just and be done with it. Okay? Because I ain't got time to fight this here because I'm doing this, and that.
Right.
Which is wrong. There should be laws put in place that if you are found trying to blackmail and trying to exploit somebody because of their position, you should go straight to jail. Because when I see women coming out, I want to tell something to embarrass him, you should go to jail.
You should go to jail because you should have told it back then instead of waiting to now calling yourself gonna drop a dime.
There you go.
Well, Dan Backer is an expert campaign finance lawyer. He said in an interview published on Monday that he is not impressed with the Department of Justice evidence that effectively links Trump's campaign financial violation after the recent release of the Cohen sentencing memo. He also said that there appears to be no evidence to corroborate the DOJ's apparent assertion of any legality of Trump's part. Backer is a veteran campaign counsel. Said it is common practice for high-profile individuals, the same thing you just got finished saying, and companies to take part in these kinds of payment arrangement. He said Trump is a brand. He has carried out similar payments for years, and these so-called hush buys will likely continue.
Not only with him, but with a lot more other rich people.
That's right.
Take this out the news. Keep this out there. People getting paid to do all of that stuff.
Even people in Congress.
Look at these members of Congress that's being accused for sexual harassment. They won't take that to court. So they started them a slush fund with our tax dollars to pay these people off.
Yes. Brand protection is not a campaign contribution, he told the magazine. Yeah. It is not a campaign contribution. And the media is so dogmatic.
Girl, we had people writing us this weekend about what was happening. They felt disheartened. Listen, stop listening to the very fake news. Stop listening to the very fake news and go over there to diamondandsilk.com and get you a chit chat tour ticket. So we can have fun. So that our man can be, so he can go ahead and be elected in 2020 is what we want. That's right. You know what I mean? They're fake. They take one thing is called speculations, allegations, accusation without accurate information is fake news. That's why we call them fake. They took those findings and made up their own theory about it without. That's right. Without having facts. Without having
and let's not forget about Barack Hussein Obama. In 2008 campaign. His campaign was fined $375,000 by the FEC for campaign reporting violations. One of the largest fees ever levied against a presidential campaign. Where is the media on that to compare? Hello. And didn't Rosie O'Donnell?
She committed some campaign
some violations. Quiet about that.
I didn't even know President Barack Obama in 2008. He was fine. Well, see, because the media was on his side.
Oh, they're going to keep that.
See, when the media is on your side, then it don't leak out to we the American people. Look who controls the majority of the media. And so that's why these things leak out, and all of this is just public opinion is what they want. Public opinion. Okay, so speaking on public opinion, I have my opinion about James Comey. He has a mind problem.
Girl,
something has got to be wrong with James Comey. Because behind closed doors, James Comey answered questions with a I don't know 166 times, I don't remember 71 times, and I don't recall 8 times. But yet, he was out on a book tour the other day. Well then, if you can't remember nothing, that lets me know your book is fake and you fake too.
That's right. And you know what else?
What?
I call this the tick-tock run down a clock syndrome.
Right. Because he already know that the Democrats is going to take the House in January. And he think this should all go away. But remember when he lied? When he lied to Congress? Oh, he need to answer for himself. Lying to Congress about that. You wrote a book, but you can't remember nothing? Why are you going around out here talking about a book tour? Everything you wrote is fake if you can't remember nothing.
That's right. Okay, so one of the Democrat representatives asked him the other day, if he was best friends with Mueller. Comey replied, I am not. I admire the heck out of the man, but I don't know his phone number. I've never been to his house. I don't know his children. I think I had a meal once alone with him in a restaurant.
What y'all talk about?
I like him.
I am not
I'm an associate of his who admires him greatly. We're not friends in any social sense.
Let me tell you where he messed up.
Okay.
When he said, I'm an associate of his who admires him greatly. Well, then how do we know, Comey? Because you couldn't remember something 166 times. You couldn't remember something. You said, I don't know 166 times. I don't remember 71 times. I don't recall 8 times. So how do we know you telling the truth when you can't remember nothing, Mr. Comey?
How we know that? Okay, now, I have to prove that he's another liar.
I
got to prove
What's
it.
the proof?
I got to prove it.
So give us the proof, girl.
Comey and Mueller worked side by side together under the Bush administration.
Oh, my goodness.
Comey gave bombshell testimony before the Senate Judiciary Committee in 2007 about the showdown with President George W. Bush White House. It began in 2004 when Comey refused to reauthorize an NSA spying program. Comey was the Deputy Attorney General at the time and was serving as the acting head of Justice Department while Attorney General John Ashcroft was in a hospital. Comey said he had found out that White House Chief of Staff Andrew Card and White House counsel Alberto Gonzales were headed to Ashcroft's hospital room to get the sick Attorney General to okay the program. Comey said he called his chief of staff to get his people to the hospital, and that his second call was to the FBI director.
Whoa.
I hung up, called Director Mueller, with whom I've been discussing this particular matter and have been a great help to me over the week. And I told him what was happening. Comey said, I'll meet you at the hospital right now. So some more stuff really went down when it came down to all of this. What I wanted to point out is the fact that Comey want to act like, well, I know him, but I don't know him. Y'all used to work together,
That's
Comey.
right, Comey.
You worked hand in hand together.
Yes, you
where
did.
You was able to pick up the phone and call him. Okay, he's one of the finest people I've ever met, Comey said of Mueller later in the same hearing. Comey said Mueller had told FBI agents not to let anyone remove Comey from Ashcroft's hospital room under any circumstances.
Wow, that sounds like what friends do.
Sound like a friend
that
to
sound
me.
like a friend do.
A nice buddy.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Here's what President Donald J. Trump tweeted.
What did he tweet?
Leaking James Comey must have set a record for who lied the most to Congress in one day.
Woo.
His Friday testimony was so untruthful. This whole deal is a rigged fraud headed up by dishonest people who would do anything so I could not become president.
That's
now, excuse me, they are now exposed. Now, deal with that,
Deal with it.
Mr. Comey.